What is a work for hire agreement? Should I sign one? This is a legal contract that transfers the rights of ownership to your copyright from yourself to your client. In this situation, you are paid a one-time upfront fee. You no longer have any control of your assets. They belong to your client. This is how movie studios operate, for example, because unlike a still photo, which can be a sole creation, a movie is usually the result of dozens, if not hundreds, of people contributing creatively. And if every freelancer retained the rights of their portion of the film, it would be legal chaos. So productions use work for hire contracts to ensure one entity, usually the studio, controls the final product. Now, there are exceptions to this, like when George Lucas negotiated merchandising rights for the Star Wars franchise. You should also note that anything that you create as an employee of someone else, while you're on the clock, while you're using their resources, while you're using their time, belongs to them. So, if you have $1 million idea, don't make it at work, don't use your employer's finances, fund it on your own time and your own dime. Should you sign one? Well, that question begs another. Are you okay with never being able to use these photos again? And how valuable are these photos gonna be after the production is done? That means that you are going to need permission to even display these photos on your website for your own marketing purposes. They can be modified, distributed, or sold again without further consultation or contribution from you. You have no say where they're going to go, so make sure that you negotiate a number that you're happy with. If I'm doing a work for hire, the cost usually multiplies by 10 or 15, and that's simply because of the opportunity costs and because I know that clients who need this are going to make a significant amount of money off of my creative assets. And I will not be able to renegotiate this later. So imagine a scenario where a graphic designer designs the logo for the next Nike while they're still a startup in someone's garage. And then 4 or 5 years later, that company is now worth billions of dollars. And that graphic designer signed a work for hire agreement and they initially did it for, $500. That is why licensing is so important, because it gives power to the artist to renegotiate the terms of usage if the value of those assets increases over time, which I would argue for a company like Nike, that Nike swoosh is priceless. In my line of work as an architectural photographer, I am often selling licenses to a building to everyone from the architect to the interior designer, the builders, the people designing the floors, the lighting, the landscaping. Everybody is gonna benefit from those images. And that is a ton of lost income that I'm gonna miss out on if I just give up my copyright. If you wanna own it, prepare to pay for it.